Our mind tend to think negative most of the time. And especially when you're going through a hard time, that can even be worse. You find that your mind is loaded by negative thoughts. And that can be very difficult on you. Because whatever you think from inside, it does affect you, as well as those around you. People like your children, if you have one, your partner, your friends, your family members, your workmate, and so on. Because whatever you think from inside, it reflects from outside through your behavior. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel again, and I am Kiden Margaret for those who are new here. Today's video is about how to think positive in hard time. And guys, I am not here to tell you that think positive all the time, because in my opinion there is nothing like that. No matter what, something will trigger you, to feel down, and those negative thoughts or those bad thoughts will come in place. But I'm here to give you strategies which you can use when you find yourself in that moment. Tips number 1 is to be grateful. Although things are not going the way how you want it to be in life, it is very important to be grateful for those little good things that you are having in your life. It can make a very big difference. It can make your situation to be light when you begin to notice or begin to remember the things that you had, or the good things, the good things that you had, and the good things that you are having in your life. And this thing, as I mentioned, does not have to be big. They are just very little. For example, the good things that you can be appreciative in your life could be, the fact that you have a wonderful family, supportive family, a family that whatever situation you're going through, they are there for you. They are there to support you and to lift you up. They are there to call on you, to check on you how you're doing. If you have that kind of family, be thankful for it, appreciate it. It could be the fact that you are able to afford food. How many people are going hungry? All of us go through challenges, and our challenges are different from one another. The challenges that you're going through might be different to someone else. You're probably able to afford food, but somebody else might be going hungry. Many people are going hungry, all over the world. But the fact that you are able to afford that food, be thankful. And when you begin to, appreciate these things, I'm really telling you the truth, it will make a difference. It will make your problem so light, as I mentioned. It could be also the fact that you are alive and you are able to enjoy life. Again, many people are struggling to make it to the next day. A lot, if you go to hospital, many people are not in good, health. Some might be at home, they're not able to get themselves to hospital to be treated. But the fact that you are alive and able to enjoy life, be thankful for that, And the best thing to do this can be, by taking your book and then write down, those good things that you think that you probably had and you are having. Write them down, and stick it on the wall. It can really help. Tip number 2 is to remember good things you enjoy every day. I know when we are going through hard time, it is so hard to remember those, good things that we can have in our everyday. And I'm telling you, there's a lot. If you begin to pay attention to those little, things that you do enjoy every day, they just heap of them. But as I say, when we are going through a hard time, we don't seem to remember them, And these little things, these things that you can enjoy in your everyday life are also very simple. It could be the fact that you might have a nice cup of tea on that day. You probably have your special tea that relaxes you. It could be herbs. It could be tea that have nice smell. So you might enjoy that cup of tea on that day. That itself is something to remember and then appreciate it. It will really contribute to your happiness if you begin to remember them and appreciate them. It could be the fact that you are able. It could be the fact that it could be because you have gone out that day and you had a wonderful chat with a neighbor. That itself is something to be appreciative of. Remember it and appreciate it. It could be the fact that you have gone out that day and the sunshine was so bright and so wonderful, and you happen to really enjoy the weather that day. You probably happen to go the way to park. You went to park and you perhaps have listened to a singing of birds. It sounds so silly, but I'm telling you, nature is so healing. If you begin to appreciate nature, the beauty of nature, and begin to embrace it, it can contribute to your happiness. Tip number 3 is to keep yourself busy by doing activities or going to occasion. All of us do not want, all of us as a human being, we do not want to sit down doing nothing. We all want to do something, And in time of hard time, I understand that we don't have the feeling of, doing anything. This is a time that you feel so hopeless. You don't have the motivation to do things, but try to push yourself to do something, And again, these activities are just also very simple things. They don't have to be so big. And for example, you could be doing activities like, if you like to read Bible, you can, get yourself into group of believers who love to read the word, and maybe you can organize. Could be Monday is your day of studying the Bible. Tuesday you might be going to library to do research or to read some books, and it could be also, activities like doing gardening. Maybe Wednesday, you might be doing gardening. If you have backyard, you can, try to organize that backyard and turn it into garden, I'm telling you, if you begin to do this thing, they can make a very big difference when you're going through your hard time. Because if you're busy, your mind is distracted. You are focusing into what you're doing. You don't find yourself really into thinking. So if you love doing gardening, turn your backyard into garden if you have one. If you don't have it, then maybe you can do other things. There's many activities that you can do. And it could be also writing. Probably like to write, or you might like to do painting. You can do that. And maybe on weekends you might go to visit some friends, or family members. And another thing I need you to be mindful of when you're going through a hard time and you want to socialize, to be with friends or family members, so that you won't find yourself in loneliness. Also try to remember that the people that you're going to visit have to be positive, not people who are going to not people who are negative, because when you're going through a hard time, you don't afford to go through that negativity, because you are very sensitive. So you have to make sure that the people you are visiting are people who are going to encourage you, people who are going to lift you up, so be mindful for that. Tip number 4, try to look for hobbies you enjoy. Hobbies are wonderful to consider when going through tough time. Hobbies help to distract your mind from negative thinking. Find hobbies which you are interested in, and it can really help you a lot. For example, the hobby you might be interested in is music, but ensure that the music you listen to is gentle and great. Music that is encouraging, uplifting to your spirit, and with wonderful sound, because music does affect you. Some music can cause distress, unhappiness, depression, and headache, especially when the sound is loud. When I was a young girl, I used to see some group of men coming together to play some game close to my home. They would play the game for whole day some days. When they get together to play, they would be laughing, interacting with one another, and really enjoying their game like they don't have problem in their life. I am sure they did have some issues bothering them, but the game helped them not to worry about their problems. Some of the hobbies you can do also volunteering, sports such as football, basketball, netball, swimming, depending on the kind of hobby you really enjoy. Tip number 5, find out your purpose. Knowing our purpose is very important. I am sure all of us as human beings want to know our purpose. We want to know why we are on earth. What are we supposed to do? Not knowing your purpose will lead to negative thinking and unhappiness. You can see that some people have a good job that gives them good income, yet they are not happy. Why? Maybe because what they are doing is not really what they are supposed to do. The moment they discover what they are supposed to do or interested in, you can see them happy, although it does not give them so much pay. For example, your purpose might be to be a cook, helping others in need, a writer, or whatever it is that you're interested in. It is you alone to find it. Tip number 6, keep yourself active. It is good to be active than to do nothing each day. We all need to be active. Even babies, when mothers put them down, the one who can crawl, you see them crawling to reach to things that they can find in their environment because they don't want to do nothing. If they are put into a place that they are not free to move, you will hear them screaming or crying. When you are not doing something, you can never avoid negative thinking, especially in your difficult time. Keep yourself busy by doing some task you want to achieve each day. Make a list for those tasks you want to achieve every day. It could be going for shopping, it could be cleaning your house, washing your clothes or dishes, tidying up your room, and many more. There are just many things you can do in your house each day. Sometimes we get lazy to do them. Guys, I'm coming to the end of this video. Thank you so much for listening to this video today. And if this video blesses you, highly support me by subscribing into this channel for more videos like this. And also feel free to drop your comment below to the comment section if you want to add some points to what I have just mentioned. And also don't forget to share this video with your colleagues so that it can help them, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I release video out. Thank you.